Shalom everyone, today's video is about the common Christian teaching known as the rapture. So what is the rapture, and what does the Bible say about it? The concept of the rapture comes primarily from this passage. But I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who have fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. For if we believe that Yeshua died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who fall asleep in Yeshua. For this we say to you by the word of the Lord, that we who are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord will by no means precede those who are asleep. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God. And the dead in Messiah will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And thus we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore, comfort one another with these words. But concerning the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I should write to you, for you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as labor pains upon a pregnant woman. And they shall not escape. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake you as a thief. 1 Thessalonians 4:13 through 5 verse 4. Some people are reminded of the passage from Matthew 24 when they hear the phrase thief in the night, likely due to the popularity of the Left Behind series. The passage states, "But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Then 2 men will be left in the field, one will be taken, and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allow his house to be broken into." Matthew 24:36 through 43. In Matthew 24, Yeshua gives a word of caution. Some might be tempted to specify the exact time of Messiah's return, but when that day and hour will come, no one knows. It is believed by those who follow the dispensational method that there will be a rapture of believers before the Great Tribulation. This rapture theology, or rather rapture theory, is a belief created by dispensationalism and is not found in any biblical text such as Revelation, Daniel, Matthew 24, or even 1 Thessalonians 4. While it is true that there is a mention of being caught up to meet Messiah, there is no specific mention of the extraction of believers before Israel's suffering, also known as Jacob's trouble. This teaching is a necessary invention of dispensationalism to explain the concept of the church age and why the prophets speak of Israel instead of the church. According to them, God had his people in Israel and then switched to the church, who became his people. Later, he will take the church out of this world and switch back to Israel, who will then be his people again. If you have read Tim LaHaye's work, it is essential to note that his interpretation of being left behind is inaccurate. It is vital to read Matthew 24, where it is clear that during the days of Noah and Yeshua's prophecy, the unrighteous are the ones who are taken away, not the righteous. The righteous are the ones who are left behind. It is also essential to read the passage for yourself to understand this. Remember, in Scripture, the righteous are always left. It is the wicked that are taken away. Now, at least most of us, are aware of the harmful concept known as replacement theology. Dispensationalism, on the other hand, appears to be less dangerous than other forms of replacement theology, but is still harmful and unbiblical. Dispensationalists generally have a positive stance towards Israel. However, it is important to note that dispensationalism is not accurate and is a form of replacement theology. And if you want to identify a dispensationalist, ask them about their views on the rapture. The fact is, no one knows the exact time. Not the angels in heaven, not the Son, only the Father knows. If no one knows, that must mean no one knows. There is also a very interesting analogy hidden within these words as well. The words in Matthew 24 perfectly fit the word picture of the traditional Jewish wedding ceremony in biblical times. A wedding ceremony for an engaged couple would take place only upon the initiation of the father of the groom. Even the groom did not know the exact time of the ceremony until his father announced its arrival with the sounding of a shofar, ram's horn. In keeping with Jewish customs of the day, Yeshua acknowledges that even he, as the Son, does not know the exact time of the wedding ceremony, his return. Only the Father has such information. Therefore, we should leave it at that. Shalom.